lot of people ask me about riding bareback, and it's a great activity to do in a safe environment on a comfortable horse. But not every horse is designed to be ridden bareback. Some horses have a really high wither, and it can be really painful. So you want to look at your horse's back and see if it looks comfortable. One of the things that happens when we ride bareback is we are going to slip back to that anticlinal moment. The curve of the horse's back is going to drop us right into that spot. And because we don't have the saddle to help distribute our weight and to let our leg hang underneath us, the leg is going to go forward into the rib groove, here more forward where the ribs narrow. So you can see here now the leg is much more in front. We don't have a stirrup, so it's called an open kinetic chain. There's no limit to the leg. And many people who have started out bareback riding and then ride in a saddle tell me how much they struggle with the stirrups. It's because they don't understand how to work within the fixed distance of the stirrup that's created by the saddle and the stirrup leather. If you try to bring your leg back to have the ear, shoulder, hip, ankle alignment, you've got to be careful because in order to do that, you're going to have to bring this leg out and back. This horse is pretty narrow, so Ned can handle that pretty easily. But if the horse is broad here, it's going to push out on your hip and can be quite painful. And you won't be able to hold it very long, so the leg will slide forward again. A lot of people tend to round the lower back when they ride bareback. Part of it's protection, and just part of it's the fact that you're trying to straddle this broader surface. The purpose of the saddle is to marry the two shapes of the rider's pelvis and the horse's back. And when it's done well, it's like a hand in glove. It's great, and it really helps and supports you. I know it's not easy to find a good saddle that fits, and I understand all the trials and tribulations, but it is well worth it to work toward finding a saddle that's comfortable for the two of you, because it helps you align yourself and take advantage of your leg, and it distributes the weight over the horse's back to make it so that there aren't any point pressures. When we look closely at the seat bones in relation to the horse's spine, there's very little space between the seat bones for the horse's spine. And when we ride bareback, if we don't trot or if we just walk for long periods of time, that's your entire body weight coming down onto a very small surface area. It can create point pressure, and in some cases you might even see some white hairs develop if you've ridden like for a couple of hours bareback just walking. So again, the whole reason for the saddle is to fit the two shapes together and to distribute the rider's weight over the weight-bearing surface area of the rib cage so that there isn't this point pressure. And as an activity to check your balance, or if it's a cold, snowy day, to get on your horse bareback and it's going to be a lot warmer, that's great. But it's always important to make sure you're on a safe horse in a safe environment and not just simply hop on in the field and think you're going to be able to ride around when the other horses spook. So you always want to set yourself up for success, and that includes riding bareback.